Hi, I'm Jamie Welch. I'm the executive chef here at Gillray's at the London Marriott Hotel, County Hall. My passion for food comes from not being allowed to be cooking in the kitchen at home. My mum constantly banned me. She said I was too messy, so ever since the age of 12 or 13, I've always wanted to be a chef. My style of food is to use the best possibly sourced ingredients and not to overcomplicate them. The location of the hotel is just off the Westminster Bridge in the old Parliament Buildings, County Hall. It was opened by King George V and Queen Mary in 1922. The style of food here we serve in Gillray's is British Steakhouse, using as many locally sourced ingredients as possible. The history behind Gillray's is a cartoonist called James Gillray. In the 18th century, being located across from the Parliament buildings, he used to mock some of the decisions obviously they were making at the time. The wow factor of our restaurant is obviously the steaks, also the wide selection of gyms we offer here. I think there's 100 plus now behind the bar, and also the fantastic views of Big Ben and the River Thames and the London Eye. The place I feel really at home in London is when I've got my headphones on, listening to music, running around Hyde Park, taking in all the beautiful views. It's actually unbelievable to think that you're in a capital city in that park. It's very quiet. It's almost like being in the countryside. I don't think there's one dish which represents the vibe of London. I think there are quite a lot of dishes. I think street food as a whole, I think, is a massive upcoming thing here in London. There's just so many different cultures in this capital. It's great. From a food point of view, there's just so many different types of cuisine you can be influenced by and take inspiration from. O'Shea's is a family-run business by Dara and Michael O'Shea. Most of the steaks we get are dry aged for 35 days, so they'll literally just be sat here for that period of time.
And does it just improve the quality of the meat, or does
it just makes it more tender.
As it ages, the moisture gets in, you get that aging smell, which gives it that extra flavour as well.
What's your favourite?
The ribeye all the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because?
Just because the fat going through it just adds a new dimension to the flavour. It's fantastic. Okay, so the dish today we're making is one of our signature dishes. It's the Yorkshire Pudding Club. I was asked to come up with a bit of a different inventive way of doing a club sandwich. As we're a steakhouse, I thought I'd try and incorporate beef into the matter. So the beef has substituted the chicken, and the Yorkshire pudding substitutes the bread.
So what makes the perfect Yorkshire pudding?
The perfect Yorkshire pudding, in my opinion, is all down to the good quality of eggs. The better the eggs, the better your rise is going to be. And if you whisk it good enough, you're going to get a good rise. The most difficult element to that dish is the Yorkshire pudding. Obviously, you can make a big batch up of 100 Yorkshire puddings, and if that mix doesn't rise, then you're starting from scratch again, and you've just wasted all the egg, flour, and milk. Then in the oven. When cooking meat, the most important thing is obviously the quality of the ingredients you're using, and then also the resting time to ensure all the flavours and juices can absorb into the meat. So yeah, what we're going to do here is cross-hatch it, so you get a nice crisscross mark. That's purely just for presentation, but it's really important to get a good seal on beef so you trap all those juices and the flavours inside. We add the bacon jam in there. So the different flavours of that dish are, I guess, the layers. From the base you have the bacon jam, which is quite sweet and punchy. Then the succulent taste of O'Shea's sirloin steak, followed with the richness of the duck egg. And then obviously just pouring over that red wine jus at the end of it kind of brings it all together.
Okay, let's
Enjoy.
see the magic. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Great crispiness on the Yorkshire, perfect.
Of course.
Let's get some of that steak in.
Yorkshire would be proud.
They would indeed. Oh, it's delicious. The yolk of the egg really balances it out nicely with the bacon jam.
Yeah.
And who knew beef and bacon went so well together?
You knew her.
Really
Fantastic.
amazing dish, chef. Thank you so much.
Thank you.